Wakayama Prefecture. After his father failed speculating in the rice market, Konusuke was sent to Osaka to be apprenticed. During his apprenticeship, he learned about etiquette and business fundamentals. When he first saw the streetcars in Osaka, his intuition told him the future lay in electricity. So at age 15, he went to work for an electric power company. While working, he concentrated on improving an electrical socket he designed. At age 23, he founded his own company. At the time, the company consisted of Konusuke and only two others, his wife Mumino and her younger brother Toshio Iue. This was where Panasonic was born. Konusuke devoted himself day and night to improving and designing new wiring fixtures, and came up with a series of cheaper and higher quality products. When Konusuke began to take on employees, he went so far as to teach them the methods of preparing plastic compounds, which every factory of the time had guarded as industry secret. Through a combination of ingenuity and planning, he managed to perfect a revolutionary bullet-shaped bicycle lamp. But he was unable to adequately convey his product's quality, so nothing was selling. So he asked retailers to let customers try out his products at no cost. This pilot project proved that his lamps could stay illuminated for a long time, and orders came pouring in. His next design for a square-shaped battery lamp was marketed under the National brand. For 80 years, National was a beloved brand. Konusuke started publishing a newsletter to keep his employees and affiliated retail stores informed about the business. It was designed to foster collective wisdom and encourage participative management. Before long, the company had more than 300 employees, and the influence of Panasonic's business had extended even to distributors. Konusuke was deeply aware of the weight of his responsibility, and he held fast to the idea that the company exists for the benefit of society. To that end, he established the basic management objective and company creed, setting forth the company's social obligations. That year, a global depression occurred and sales dropped by half. Konusuke came up with a solution to the problem, saying, "We will not lay off any employees. The company will operate half days with full wages paid. I want everyone to focus all their energies on selling our inventory." This solution boosted employee morale, and in 2 months, the company had cleared out its inventory. Konusuke visited a temple one day and was impressed by the followers' dedication in performing volunteer activities, awakening in him a sense of mission as a manufacturer. On May 5th, he gathered his employees together for a talk so that he could share with them as soon as possible the new state of mind he had achieved. The mission of a manufacturer is to produce an abundant supply of reasonably priced goods, which will enrich society. He then went on to read a formal declaration of the company's mission, announcing a 250-year plan for the company. All of the employees present were deeply moved by the high-minded ideals and noble mission, which established the core of the company's management philosophy. This was Meiji, the first year of the corporate mission. As the company's product lineup expanded, Konusuke introduced a business division system for separate management of each product, with the goals of thorough management through independent responsibilities and the cultivation of managers. To further structure the production system, he relocated the head office to the Kadoma area of Osaka and built a new factory. As a guideline for putting the corporate mission into practice, he established a set of principles. Konusuke promoted the cultivation of human resources and strongly believed that people are the heart of business, and that a company should make people before products. As the number of employees rose to 3,500 and the business continued to grow, the basic internal rules were implemented to caution against pride. No matter how large Matsushita Electric might become, maintain the attitude of a humble merchant. Consider it like a small shop. Be simple, frugal, and humble as you carry out your work. To this day, all Panasonic employees continue to hold fast to that customer-first ideal. The company also established trading companies overseas based on the founder's principles. These principles were developed further by sending a team of 3 executives to America and Europe to study for 6 months. A climate of dedication to the company's mission statement was established, prompting rapid growth of the business. But then came World War II. As the war intensified, the company was forced into munitions production. On the day after the war ended, Konusuke announced that production would resume for the private sector. However, under Allied occupation, activities were broadly restricted, and the company came face to face with a threat of dissolution. In 1950, the business environment in Japan began to recover. Konusuke turned his attention to the West and embarked on a fact-finding tour to America. He considered the introduction of advanced technology to be essential for Japan and established a joint venture with the Dutch company Philips through a technical tie-up. This ushered in a home electronics boom that popularized the TV, refrigerator, and washing machine, and the company began building new factories. The company made pioneering strides, advancing with new companies overseas. Sales companies were established in America, and the Panasonic brand began in earnest. Starting with a factory in Thailand, other factories overseas began to be built. As the company's overseas businesses developed, Konusuke and Panasonic began to draw the world's attention. But then a recession hit the Japanese economy. A roundtable conference was convened in Atami, with sales companies and distributors bleeding red ink. There, Konusuke lent an ear to their complaints and opinions. As the conference stretched into its 3rd day, he acknowledged his faults in tears and said he'd reflect on the problems. Konusuke undertook reforms to the company's distribution system, and in 1966, the company posted its best results since its founding. The world then faced an oil crisis, and the yen's high value put pressure on Japanese businesses.
世界がいかに不景気であろうと、いかに経済が混乱であろうと、やるべき仕事は無限と申しておると私は思います。不景気であれば不景気であるほどなすべき仕事があると。
Each time there has been a recession, Panasonic has shown solidarity in overcoming the adverse circumstances. At age 94, founder Konusuke Matsushita passed away. Panasonic is still firmly committed to the far-reaching management philosophy of its founder. Konusuke's ambitions went beyond simple corporate management. His was a spirit that wished to contribute to society and to the prosperity and happiness of people around the world.